Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Come on into the room. Come on in. Yes, yes, we are indeed live. Okay, we are indeed alive. We have some things to get into. So make sure that you guys are coming into the room. You are liking the video. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second and we are going to get started in just a second. We're going to be talking about basketball wives, of course, as you guys can see. We're going to talk about LA and Orlando. Okay. So let me zoom over here doing a little something and then we're going to go ahead and get into some things. Okay. Whew, y'all, I'm so glad I got the energy because when I tell y'all, girl, I feel like Marlo, I hate to say it, today drained me. That's how I've been feeling over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? That is how I have been feeling over the weekend. Today drained me. What's going on, T? What's going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? Okay, I have to go ahead and get my notes together. What's up, Romeo? I know, child Marlo. Today drained me. Okay. Well, not today. Today was a pretty good day. I'm surprised I've had energy like the whole day because it don't be giving that. I'm more so like in the morning is when my energy is high, and then by midday is when I start crashing, and it's like, okay, I need me a little nap or whatever, and then that nap turns into I just don't want to move. I can't move. I don't want to move. I can't move. So today has been a much better day for me. So yes, we are getting some content and things. I actually was just watching Royce Reed, Carlos King. I haven't really been checking out his interviews lately, but when I saw the snippet of Royce Reed, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this." I think he may do like two parts because he typically do like two parts or whatever. And this first part is a lot about basketball wise, and then the very tail end is where she talks about her relationship with Dwight Howard. So I want to believe that more is going to be dropped next week, I would think. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So this says part one. So I'm guessing more of the details about their relationship is gonna come out like next week and stuff. Cause I told y'all I felt like Royce, to me, I felt like Royce had the tea on this man. And that's the real reason why he gagged her. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me see something. Okay. I don't want it too bright, but let's see. Okay. But I feel like Royce Reed had a lot more information on Dwight. The things that's starting to come out about him now, I feel like she probably was privy to a lot, which is why he gagged her, knowing that she was getting ready to go on that show. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, today was good at work, but people be so lazy but complaining about their checks. Ooh, child, listen, interesting. You know, when you say this, and we're gonna get into it, y'all. We just wait for a few more people to get in. When you say this, you know what it makes me think about. I don't know if you guys have seen that viral video on TikTok of the manager and the employee going off on each other in the store. I actually just dropped that video for my patrons. I was debating on whether I'm gonna drop it on YouTube or not. Because sometimes when you use TikTok videos, they're starting to get very weird with like copyright and stuff. So like they're like cracking down. Like that viral video of that cheesecake girl, it started on I think TikTok and then it started going to other platforms. But when I used the video over on YouTube, it was like somebody copyrighted it with like a content ID. And it's crazy because I remember they did that with that McDonald's when the video when the dude dropped the McDonald's off to just his kid and the baby mama was like, no, you got to drop it off to everybody, all her other kids too. So somebody put like a content copyright on that one. So it's like, and then the crazy thing be, it be people copywriting the video that they don't even own. Like you're not even the owner of the video. So it's just real weird. But anywho, so I might put it over here on YouTube. I might not. But if you're a patron, definitely go over there and check out that video because I wanted to get you guys thoughts on that. Okay. But we ain't gonna waste no time, honey. At the what? At the BMV? What is the BMV? Got massages and went to go vote. I'm tired and ready to sleep. Okay, you should be after you done got the massages and stuff. You probably should have went to go vote, then went and got the massages. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you for voting, honey. I'm here for it. You're gonna have a good night's rest. How to get away with that when it's not therapy. That's what I'm saying. I do not know. And I've been trying to figure that out. Like, how do you just put a content ID on videos? And then once it's being used on YouTube, YouTube can like flag it or copyright it, and you gotta like take it down. And it's like, what the hell? Like, how the hell? How you beat somebody else to the punch and it's not even yours? So, girl, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what YouTube say. I might be able to slide it through, honey. Slide it on through. We'll see. But let's go ahead. Oh, let me cut this thing off because I don't even know. I thought I turned all this stuff off. I don't even know why. Okay. All right, we good. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna start off with Basketball Wives LA. Okay. So Evelyn speaks with her daughter about connecting with Jen. Now, y'all know that in the past, Jen has said some negative things, and it's been known for Jen to say some negative about Evelyn and her daughter on more than one occasion. Okay. Jen has always denied it. And some part of me used to question and wonder if Jen probably was like telling the truth, like maybe she really didn't say that. But as I've gotten older, girl, why would they really lie on you? Like, why would what would be the benefit of Shawnee lying on you about talking about Evelyn and her child? Like, whatever they said you did, you actually, I think you did that shit, Miss Jen. I'm going to be honest with you, right? Either way, Evelyn is at a place where she's ready to move forward. Her daughter isn't necessarily there. Okay. She thinks that Evelyn should still kind of, move with caution, which I think she should. I do think that them sitting down, having their conversation, talking to each other, is definitely given that they missed each other. I do think that. I think Jen and Evelyn definitely missed each other. I do understand how Shanice feels. I know that's a very tough spot for Evelyn to be in. Like you talked about my daughter, but I kind of want to move on because I also have to work with you. So that's one of the reasons why I want to move on. My daughter don't really have to have anything with you, so I'm sure that's it got her in like a little rough spot or whatnot. But either way, she's willing to play nice and she's moving forward. So I feel like Jen could apologize to her daughter though. Like, even if she didn't say it, I feel like when y'all weren't friends, you may have said some things that weren't nice and could have possibly been taken out of context, or they saying exactly what it is that you said. But either way, I just feel like just apologize to that lady and her daughter and let's move forward, So, hey, that's where we are. Jacille, how y'all say her name? Jacille. When I hear Jacille, I think of Young Jock. So I was over here calling the lady Giselle. I'm about to start calling her JC. And when I say JC, I'm talking about Jacille, and I'm not talking about Jackie Christie because I don't want to butcher this lady's name. But is it Jacille? Jacille? Giselle? Giselle? Girl, I don't know how you say this lady's name, but I'm thinking of Young Jock because I think that's his real name. But Miss J is planning to do Brooke's hair. Okay. She said something where she was like, I feel like, me doing Brooke's hair will really take things to another level, or it will really change the game for me. No, the hell it won't. Who told you? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? You doing her hair would change the game? No, ma'am. Not at all, but that's cute. We learned that Brooke is hosting some type of, I don't know if it's like a charity event, but basically she wants to give back to like kids that may be going to college or may have some other things that they're dealing with. And I believe that it's on behalf of an organization that she may have created for her daughter. So I think that's really nice for what she's doing, keeping her daughter's name alive, because I believe it might have something to do with like hair schooling, because I think her daughter went to hair school, she went to hair school and all of that. So I think it may be tied to that. So she's working on some type of project with that. Brooke does open up more about her current position in life and how she says that she didn't know this was going to be the cards that she has to play as far as her daughter dying and her being left here to pick up the pieces. I felt bad for Brooke, y'all, because it's still fresh. At the time that she was filming this was just a few months ago that she lost her daughter. So it's going to be a lot of crying, because this was her baby girl. So Jacille, am I getting it right, y'all? I hope I'm getting it right. She wants Brooke and Brittany to get on one accord. Okay. She wants them to come back together. She wants them to be cool again and resolve whatever issues they had from the previous function. Now I'm trying to see who I want to put fault on. And I feel like it is a shared fault with both of them. But Brittany, baby, you was drunk though. Like, you was definitely drunk, boots. And when you are like that, it definitely heightens things. I'm not saying that Brooke was right, but I am saying that your ass was drunk. That's what I am saying, okay? Brooke says that she ain't gonna be nobody motherfucking punching bag. So whatever it is what it is. But I'm not with that, okay? Basically, Brooke's wanting she want an apology. You need to apologize to me before we can move forward and do anything else. And that's just how I feel about that. I said what I said. I don't really give it. Nope, I don't care. You're gonna need to apologize. Well, according to Miss Brittany, Brittany said, "Don't hold your breath, bitch." Okay, because blue is not your motherfucking color. I'm not I'm not expecting one from you, so you damn sure should not be expecting a mother thing from me. Okay, I like Brittany's energy a bit, just a bit. I like that. I like when the girls come on the show with the old heads or whatever, and they be on something. You ain't finna punk me, bitch. Period. Okay, now Clayana, bitch, you something different. You a little different. You, ma'am, are not on my good side. You a little different. But Brittany, I am featuring, okay? What else happened? Jackie and Brittany, okay? So we learned that Brittany done spent about 50 racks on this child custody situation that she has with this baby daddy. Girl, 50 racks? I want to know more of the details. I see why you got to sit up here and continue to work and bust your ass and go over here and host events over there and be at the club appearances and doing this and doing that, because you got to pay that 50K for that attorney. Whew. Girl, that's gotta be rough. I can imagine what that's doing to your mental. Do you already don't really be having your son with you for real, for real? He might be with your mom because now you're constantly having to be out here working, or he might be with his daddy. Like, girl, that's a lot. 50 racks and you ain't get shit accomplished yet. And how many years has it been? 2? Did she say 2 years? 50 racks. You out your mother. I'm sorry. You out. But see, it's also this, y'all. Am I tripping? What is she fighting to get? Is she fighting to get the child support, or is she fighting to get full custody of her kid and not joint custody of the kid? Or is it both? Because I'm like, what's costing 50 racks? I don't know. Good luck. Let's move on. Evelyn and Jen. Girl, Jen done got scammed again. Okay, that's just what it's giving. They over there chit chatting. You could tell they kind of missed each other. It was a cute little kiki. Jen opens up talking about the dog. Y'all know they were supposed to get a dog. Now here's my thing, Jen. Why y'all went and had us sitting up there with y'all at the dog location, the dog club, store, pound, wherever the dogs was roaming around? Why did y'all bring us there? To watch y'all play with dogs, have an idea of the dog that you want, and then run your ass down the Craigslist, okay, and decide that you're gonna spend $750 over there to get the dog. Well, you could have just probably picked one of them dogs that y'all was over there playing with in that store. Now, why did you do that? And then you done sat up here about and got your got. And it's no tea, no shade, but I feel like a scammer know a scam. Huh? A scammer know a scam. Ma'am. So when you decided that you was gonna pay that $750, and then that man came back and said, "Oh, baby, I think we got." Why you ain't say that before I sent the $750? You should know how this go. Don't you do this? Like, why would you let me spend $750? You should have knew. And then you want, oh, baby, I think we just, oh, I think we got for the $750. Where the fuck was your antennas before I pressed send on this shit? So she felt like there wasn't a whole lot of money. I was kind of glad it was 750. At first, I thought she was gonna say 500. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. 750. I'm like, okay, that still ain't bad. Good girl. I thought she was gonna say she's saying like 1500 or something like that. I'm like, girl, but at the end of the day, it is your money. You work hard for your money. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But when Evelyn had sat up there and said that Jen is a magnet for being scammed, no lies detected. Even though it was Jackie Christie that put that in her head, because we heard it come out Jackie's mouth first. So she stole Jackie's line. But anyway, girl, they were not lying. Okay. She is a magnet for a scam. Didn't she just do a whole documentary about being scammed? And then yet here we are. And then whose money was it? Girl, not me acting like Vanessa trying to investigate and get into the details, girl. Whose money was it? Who sent? Like, was it from your account or was it from Christian's account? Is what I'm wondering. I don't know, girl, but that's what they. I'm just telling y'all what she done lost. Not y'all talking about the money that went to his friend, child. Y'all sound like Vanessa. Y'all sound like Vanessa, girl. Talking about the money that went to his friend. Y'all are a mess. So Brittany, Miss J, Vanessa, and Clayana all link up. Clayana wanted to know how things went at Miss J's event with her girlfriend. Oh, no, her fiance. Oh, is it wife? I think it's fiance. I'm not sure. But she was like, because of course she didn't show up. But Vanessa could not wait, baby. Vanessa, I can't stand you, bitch. I'm finna like listen. It's really giving. I can't stand you. I can't. I've been trying so hard because I don't want to not like somebody on the show. It's just a TV show. But girl, the way you be moving, like girl, I don't, girl, you get on my nerves. You get on my everlasting. And we are gonna get into some of the stuff over there on Instagram. And your tweets and all these comments and all of that or whatever. But girl, you are so irritating. You are, and I see Vanessa, and I also see Clayana's season being wrapped at the end of this one. I do not see them returning at all. I don't. I just don't. I don't see that. If anyone returned, I see Vanessa returning over Clayana. I see them giving Vanessa another opportunity, but Clayana, I do think this is your last one. But anywho, so Vanessa couldn't wait to tell Clayana about how Miss Evelyn is no longer engaged. And Miss Jacille is sitting over there like, girl, you always in somebody's business, girl. Okay. What she said, if they ain't pulling on your collar, then don't holler, or something she said and told that lady. At least that's what she said in the confessional. I thought that was a little chuckle, but I'm like, I'm with you. She stayed in somebody else's business. When are you going to talk about yours? When are we going to learn more about you, aside from the little piece that you want us to know from what you told Evelyn? See, if she stays for another season, they need to bring somebody on the show that is going to clock her. Somebody that's going to know her tea or something, somebody that's going to be ready for her. They need to bring somebody else on this show that's going to be ready for Miss Vanessa, because I can't take her. Okay. So there's that. What else we got going on? Clayana, she speaks on the Jen situation. I guess she ended up insulting Jen because Jen has yet to have any children. And some people felt like she was like, I guess, mom shaming her or kid shaming her or whatever it is for her not having any kids. And Clayana tries to play it up and say, oh, well, when I said that, I wasn't really trying to take a dig at her not having kids. I was just trying to, say how irrelevant she was. Clayana, the lie did not land how you thought it should have landed, baby. Okay, you meant exactly what it was that you said the first time. You tried to shame that lady for being as old as she is and not having any children, when you don't even know her circumstances as to why she hasn't, or if she can't, or whether she even damn wants to. All right. So yeah, you tried to clean that up. And then when Jacille was trying to sit up there and explain more to you, you was over there trying to overtalk her. And I was like, yeah, you are a mess. Okay, you're a mess. All right. Vanessa does ask her though. She's like, "Girl, do you think that you owe Jen an apology?" And she's like, "Hell no, I don't owe her a goddamn thing. I don't know what you think this is. I mean, we could coexist. I could be in the same space and stuff, but if you think that I'm gonna apologize to who? No, ma'am, I'm not gonna do that. Not at all. I think you should. I think so. I think you do owe that lady an apology because you tried to play it up. And I loved how Jacille said when they went out to eat with Jackie, she was like, she said that Clay is probably over there telling some lies to Brittany, which she was. So I'm glad that you peeping the fact that this girl really is a liar, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a liar, because you tried to sit up there and play up the situation with Jennifer. When Jennifer was talking to you, having whatever conversation, she got up, she left, some don't walk off, and then turn around and continue to talk smack. No, bitch. No, BIT. Don't see me walk off and then continue to follow me out the damn door, saying something to me, knowing that I'm going to likely respond to you. And then I'm not even in your face. You walk up in my face and then you push me as well. Clayana was wrong, period. She was out of line. You do owe that lady an apology. That lady ain't never put her hands on you. She probably said some slick stuff. You probably didn't like what she had to say, but you ain't have to put your hands on her. You chose to do that. So you was wrong, period. Brittany speaks on Brooke, and she says that Brooke started it, even though Jacille really likes Brooke. And it seems like she was trying to align the conversation more towards Brooke to let Brittany know that she was the one that was in the wrong. Y'all, who body shamed who first? Because I would think that Brittany did the body shaming, but I don't think that it happened in the order in which Brooke says it happened. I don't think it happened like that. But I do, because I think that Brooke was speaking on her behavior being sloppy. And then Brittany said, "Oh, well, then I need to speak to your surgeon," which was the most funniest to me ever. Okay. Not ever, but at that time, it was hilarious. But I would think that Brittany did so it was Brooke. So Brooke did it. Brooke did the body shaming first. Okay. I know she got some shit started first with that whole sloppy conversation or whatever. So okay, so it was Brooke and not Brittany. Gotcha. Okay. So it was Brittany. Brooke said she would. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I thought she was saying that she was like sloppy drunk, and then that's when Brittany said something about her body. So I mean, I feel like they can apologize if that's what they need to move forward. But then I also feel like y'all ain't got to say nothing. Just be okay. Bygones be bygones, and we can move on. You know what's crazy with reality TV? People do a lot of stuff to offend the other person and then always constantly request for an apology. That kind of becomes annoying in reality TV. Y'all know y'all all are here to do a job. But when somebody says some slick, then it's like I deserve an apology. She needs to apologize. The only person to me right now that truly deserves an apology to me is Jen, because that lady should have never put her hands on her, period. That's just what I think. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know if Brooke really should get one or not. But hey. What else? Brittany is becoming aggravated with Jacille because it seems like she's not recalling the events accurately. So she's in her feelings. Jacille says, "Listen, I just want everybody to be cool at the end of the day. Okay. I'm trying to get everybody on one accord. That's all I want. I ain't trying to be around a whole lot of drama. And that's just that. Okay. So we'll see what's gonna happen." I agree. Brittany and Brooke can just coexist. Now, Brittany can be a bit extra, but I do agree they can definitely coexist. Jackie, Evelyn, and Vanessa. So they link up. Was it Vanessa? Oh, yeah, I think it was Vanessa. Yeah, they all linked up. So Evelyn speaks on Jen and the lady scam, and that's when they talk about how she always gets scammed. And this is where Vanessa jumps into the conversation to say that she thinks that Christian scammed Jen out of that money. Okay. Then she goes on to say, y'all, she says, we need to get the drop on him. Ma'am, stop, please. please stop, ma'am. Because when somebody get the drop on you and your guy, it's gonna be a problem. So just stop. I can't. And if you're gonna get the drop by yourself. See, you over here trying to group other people in with your bullshit because you don't want to take the heat that Brooke was giving to you. You don't want to take that heat by yourself. But that's what I don't understand though, right? And I peeped that when she was talking to Jackie. This was before Jackie ended up realizing what she was trying to do at the end of the episode. And Jackie was like, I don't want to have no involvement in that. What's crazy to me is how Vanessa is so bold to get all this information on people, share it amongst others, bring it to this person's face as if this is the issue or what are my problem, whatever, but don't want nobody else to press back. But you was just bold a few days ago. You've been extremely bold up until this point, ma'am. Very bold. But now you need somebody to partner with you in your bullshit so that when arguments and things happen, you can have somebody to have your back. Absolutely not. You on your own, sis. Okay. Now Doug and Jackie go to see Vanessa at her house. And Vanessa, they over there cooking. First of all, the food was horrible. The food didn't even do good. It looked a mess. It looked dry. It was, girl, as much time as your ass spent on the computer, bitch, trying to research other motherfuckers. You need to be over there researching some good home cooked meals is what you need to be doing. Hello? That's what you need to be doing. Because I already can tell from the food that it's not taking a whole lot for people to snatch up your damn man, okay? Because the best way to get to him is to his stomach, and you clearly ain't getting there with that shit that you had on the table. Girl, not Doug over there telling some, are the potatoes even cooked? How embarrassing. How embarrassing. I can't. So anywho, she tells Jackie that she got the file on Jen's man and how she needs to give her the file and she has investigated the dude and all this and that. And I'm just like, girl, not you trying to loop Jackie in on your BS talking about you got to give her the file. I don't think this lady asked you for that. I don't think she asked you for that. Okay, but we see how you trying to move. So she tells Jackie about Christian, and this is what we learned. We already knew about the 10 years in prison. We knew he had 2 kids, but what I did not know was that he had a 13-year-old. Because on last week's episode, he just said he had 2, and they were like, what, a year apart or something like that? He ain't saying nothing about the 13-year-old. So does he not know about the 13-year-old? Does he know about the 13-year-old? Did he just find out, like, what the hell? I don't know what's going on. I would think you would know 13 years ago that you had a child, maybe 10 years ago. But I would think by this time you should know you got a 13-year-old. Hello? So, yeah, she also says that he changed his name. That was another thing. I was like, oh, name change. Okay. You went really digging into this man's records. And once again, we always say the same thing. What you got going on, though, Vanessa? You spend so much time on other folks. What you got going on, ma'am? Okay. So, anywho, Jackie ends up calling Jen and tells her after this horrible lunch, dinner, whatever she had over there at this lady at Vanessa's house, she wants to do a cooking class with everybody. She said, listen, I'm inviting Clayana. I know you don't like her. I know you don't with her, but she gonna be there. And Jen said, well, BIT, if she gonna be there, then I'm not coming. Okay. And then what I'm trying to understand is why the hell you over there trying to be cool with her? Okay. And I think Jackie was like, well, girl, I don't really know her like that. I'm trying to get to know her or whatever. I don't really know too much about her. Okay. Well, then if you don't know too much about her, why are you trying to invite her? Girl, because she's trying to get to know her. Duh. But anywho, Miss Jen is adamant that she's not going to be anywhere near this young lady that ended up putting her hands on her. Okay. Once they got off the phone, Jackie tells Brooke and Evelyn about Vanessa investigating Jen's man. Right. And that is messed up that Jackie would FaceTime this lady to invite her somewhere, being on the phone with her, but you wouldn't even tell her what Vanessa was trying to do. So it definitely could possibly come off as if you trying to conspire to, let the BS happen and not give her a heads up. Like it does seem like you plotting, even though you trying to act like you ain't plotting. But anywho, So yeah, she tells them about that, and Jackie says she doesn't want to tell Jen. And Brooke says, "Who? You don't want who to tell? Who you talking about?" Okay, because girl, I'ma tell. And one thing about me, honey, you know I'ma run my mouth, and you know I'ma tell her what the hell going on. So don't even try and play me like that, girl. You ain't finna run this information by me and think that I'm not finna share it with my friend, and that's just where we at with it. So Jackie says, "Well, listen, I'm not trying to have no issues with her. Like, girl, we just got good. We just got in a good place. I'm not trying to deal with all that shit." And Brooke is like, "Well, bitch, that's the very reason why you should. Okay, if y'all just got cool and y'all in a good place, then why the hell would you withhold this information? Like, go ahead and tell her." Girl, you out your damn mind. I know what I'm gonna do. Period. I was with Brooke. Like, if y'all just got back cool, like, what's the issue with just giving her a heads up and letting her know? You don't even know Vanessa like that. You don't even know. Oh, so this is what I just thought to myself just now. So I'm thinking, Jackie, you don't even know Vanessa like that. You don't even know she's gonna get another season. So why do you have more allegiance to her than you have to Jen? Why not just share the information with Jen? Because who the fuck is Vanessa? Well, now this how I'm looking at it. Remember how Vanessa confided in Jen about Evelyn? And then Jen pretty much took that information back to Brooke, and Brooke told it, and it was this big blow up. I feel like Jackie trying to wash her hands of it, because if she turns on Vanessa, she don't want to be the next person that Vanessa starts digging into. Hello, she doesn't want to be an investigative file under Miss Vanessa. And then we start learning different tea about her and Doug, is what I'm starting to think. So maybe that's why she was like, she didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Okay, Jackie. Anyway, girl, we see you. We see you, honey. So, Jackie tells Vanessa, okay, yeah, Brooke wants Vanessa to sit down and stay out of people's business. We know that. Jackie tells Vanessa that she didn't like hearing the tea about Jen, and she says that I can't tell her, I can't be involved in this, girl. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Okay. Vanessa's like, well, I'm just saying, like, like, I really want you to be there, because after the big blow up with Evelyn and stuff the last time, like, I just, I want you to be there. Basically, I need somebody to have my back in case these hoes try to cuss me the hell out. And I need to feel like I got some support. But you ain't had no support when you was researching this information and spreading it. So why you need some now? And you probably ain't even coming back next season anyway. So why would Jackie put herself on the line for you? No, ma'am. So they're gonna do a trip to go to Scottsdale, Arizona. We'll see how that's going to go. Now, when they were there to do this cooking lesson, everybody was waiting on Brittany. Okay. Excuse me. Some people didn't want to wait. Some people did want to wait. When Jackie asked Brooke what she wants to do, Brooke says, "Who? Wait on who?" So as soon as she says this, that's when Clayana picks up the phone, texts Brittany, and tells her that Brooke is up here talking shit about you. All that lady did was say, "Who? Wait on who?" So I believe that whatever Brittany said she did, she did. And I believe anything Jacelle said that Clayana did, she did. Okay. Um, Brittany finally gets there. They don't cook the food and stuff. Brooke prays over the food. Brittany says real loud and bold, "I'm not eating this," after she done blessed that food. Ain't no telling what kind of spirits or whatever she done put on it. I don't want it. Baby, Brooke didn't pay her no damn attention. I love the fact that Brooke didn't pay her no attention. But then at the same time, I was like, Brooke, could you? I would think Brooke ain't scared of nobody. But it do make me wonder, like, are you afraid of Brittany just a little bit? He ain't say nothing to her. Absolutely nothing, girl. You must have just left your therapist's office that day. You must have, because Brittany was really trying it for sure. But Brooke handled that very well. I was like, you better go ahead then. So, anywho, girl, that was pretty much the episode. I just made a note to say that Clayana has to go, and I can see this being her last episode because I feel like she is a liar. Yeah, I do. I think that she's a liar. What you say? How would Vanessa dig up on Jackie? I don't know. I don't know what that would look like, but it would be very interesting. Okay. It would be very interesting. Clay isn't what lent over in her confessionals. I'm like, sit up, girl. Child, she ain't ready for this. Send her back. Send her back. She's not ready for this. Shout out to the 180 some people we have in the chat. Hopefully the likes are matching. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are about to go ahead and switch over because that's really all Basketball Wives LA gave us. Okay. Oh, you know what? Before we switch over to Basketball Wives LA, let me do this because I know I'm gonna forget. And while it's on my mind now, I don't want to forget. Okay, so let's hop over here to reality chat. Shout out to reality chat. And I just want to get into some of the comments and things that the ladies had to say over there on the social media. And then we'll hop over to Basketball Wives Orlando. Okay, so let's see what was happening. Okay, Jen says, okay, let's go back. This is the clip, and this is where you see Vanessa telling Jackie the tea that she learned. Okay. Jennifer says, okay, y'all, I'm tapped back in. So this dumbass thinks I didn't know about Christian going to prison. I know the whole story. And no, he didn't do 10 years. That's true. He didn't do 10. He did a part of it, but he didn't do the full 10. I'm thinking he probably got out after 3 years and served the rest of it on probation is my assumption. But either way. All right. She says, there is nothing this woman can tell me about my man that I don't know. Okay. 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 Okay, we see you. We see you, big fella. We see you talking that big talk. We gonna see how that plays out. Okay, we gonna see how that plays out for you at a later time. Jen goes on to say, we don't keep secrets. We have difficult conversations, not surface SHI. Furthermore, bitch, you went to jail with your crazy ass. Ooh. She says, lastly, my fiance is doing better in life than you and your husband combined, baby. He has had some challenges, but came out on top. Investigate compounding your assets so you can look halfway decent on TV. Leave us the fuck alone. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. What else y'all got? So then Evelyn says, this woman was in my business and now Jennifer's business. Don't you have enough SHI going on in your own damn life? I know that's right. That you need to focus on. Wow. So then Jaceel says he changed his name, 10 years in prison. Damn, girl, you have to be employed with Scooby-Doo and the crew. What? Scooby-Doo and the crew. Now, see, Jaceel, let me say this. Girl, we still learning you. Okay. We don't know you like that, girl. We still learning you. And I see you trying to get in on a little bit of Twitter action because they must have told you you've been too dry the past few days. You need to kick it up a bit. So you decided to hop in on a conversation. It's giving Clayana just a little bit. When Vanessa and Evelyn was going back and forth and Clayana just jumped in the conversation out of nowhere, it's giving a little bit of that, but that's just me. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. So then Vanessa responds and says, this dumbass always getting scammed, and her sidekick is the one who told me about her getting scammed for a dog. I was coming from a caring place because her dude was the one lying to us all about how many kids he had. Y'all ain't doing better than me with that fake ass LLC. Ooh. Or not the LLC being fake, okay, that he started in March of 2023. Compounding what assets, baby? Listen, talk about compounding. Listen, Jen, you better make sure your name on that LLC if it's attached to that YouTube channel. I'm just trying to let you know. She says, compounding what assets? Did he move in your apartment or do y'all still have separate apartments on Peachtree in Atlanta? Baby, not you trying to put that tea out like this. She talking about we got pensions, portfolios, and verifiable businesses. I wouldn't let him manage my piggy bank. She says, yes, I've been arrested and on probation in multiple states at the same time. I didn't lie. Reroute. Girl, this is messy here. This here is messy, girl. Okay, well, let's keep going, honey. Child, that's something else. We'll get to that later. Jennifer says, let's get into how your oldest son doesn't even live with you nor like you. I'm gonna let y'all go and rile off on that. I'm gonna let y'all go and say what y'all say in the comments, girl, because I know y'all thought about Spice when Spice said it to Erica. So y'all gotta let me know. Was Jen talking about this lady's parenting, or was she talking about her child? Okay. Jen says, let's investigate that, or let's investigate your domestic violence issues in your home, or let's investigate getting you a stylist. Ooh. Or let's investigate getting you a hairstylist. Ooh. Or let's investigate getting you a facial. Ooh. Or let's investigate how you and your husband can own a home instead of renting. Ooh. Sounds like you are the one with the piggy bank. Girl, no, no, you did not. So Jen was ready for the Instagram. Jen was ready for the Twitter. She was ready. She was ready to clip clap. Let's keep going. Let's see what else is there. Cha. So then she says, you talking about my fiance's children on TV. So here you go. You should have left them out of it. Don't get selective memory now. So then Vanessa says, oh, cute. Learning from at Spice Official. Now, see, I had to add that hoe on that one. I did. I had to add Vanessa, girl. I had to add her. I said, why the fuck would you add Spice on this? You messy as fuck. You messy as hell, because why would you sit up there and add Spice to this? You messy as hell trying to pull somebody else into the conversation. I feel like you taking a shot at Spice, and Spice ain't even on the show. Spice over there doing something else, and Spice about past her situation, and you trying to drag her back into it. And then you trying to take a shot at her. So basically, I feel like this, and y'all, this could be a reach, and that's fine. But the fact that you're trying to pull Spice into it, trying to make it seem like, oh, so now you're doing what Spice do, which is talk about people's kids, that gives to me that you validate Erica calling Spice a monkey. That's just how I feel about that. Y'all can get her up off the show. You can go next, Vanessa. Ryder out of there, okay? Ryder out of there, Miss Vanessa Ryder. Ryder out of there. Send her ass on. Anywho, she goes on to say, oh, cute. Learning from at Spice Official, talking about people's kids. Pitiful. Y'all just can't take the heat, so you put up a smoke screen and talk about people's appearance. No, BITCH. Okay? You put up a fucking smoke screen is what you do. Okay? That's what you do to avoid from talking about the whole shit you got going on in your own damn life. That's what's going on. You talking about damn smoke screen. Girl, you putting up smoke screens, you putting up mirrors and everything else, and then trying to add a piece of sparkles to it is what the fuck you is over there doing. Let's be very clear. Okay? Girl, no, she didn't. Talking y'all talking about people's appearance to avoid. No, bitch. No. I don't need validation from you about my kids or appearance. We own multiple homes. You need to do better research from your apartment in ATL in LA. Pitiful. I can't take her. This is a woman that is so unhappy with herself that she has to search so deeply to find the negative in other people to make herself feel confident. And that you're operating, ma'am, from a very low vibrational, very low self-esteem, very insecure place. Okay, that's where you're operating from, a very insecure place. And I truly blame your husband for that, because he doesn't validate you and he doesn't make you feel secure. You know what I'm saying? You don't need validation from these ladies, but you on this show. Get her off the show so she don't have to worry about validation no more. Let her go here to go. But yeah, she's just insecure. I hate that for your husband. I mean, not your husband, but I hate that for you, that he got you feeling that way. That you spend your days and your nights, okay, peddling through files to find tea on people. Girl, you are sad and you're miserable, high key. But yeah, I can't take her because it be so unwarranted. It really be, it just be unwarranted. I can see if somebody like really did something to her. If somebody really did something to her, girl, hey, I ain't gonna be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's doing anything to you. This is all unprovoked coming from your end. Like, that's whack, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's whack. I can't take it. But anywho, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go ahead. We about to get into Basketball Wives Orlando. I just had to go ahead and catch up and see what the girls was talking about, because every time the show drops, they be over there on social media going off on each other, and I just need to see what it was all about. So, Basketball Wives Orlando. You know what? I want to put a poll in the chat, because I need to know whose team are you on. Let me see. I'm gonna put Mackenzie up here, and then I'm gonna put Danielle up here. So y'all gotta let me know who team, who you with. You know what I'm saying? Who you with? Are you team Mackenzie or are you team Danielle? Let me know over there. Go ahead and hit the poll and let me know. I just wonder who team y'all on, okay? As we go ahead and continue to keep going. Whew. All right, now let's get into this. All right, so Megan and Danielle link up, and Danielle, which is Danny, she brings up Mackenzie. I'm gonna be glad when Mackenzie ain't even a part of her storyline, because every time she sit down with somebody, Mackenzie's name is in her mouth. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, but it's a part of her storyline. I get it, but it does also come off that you're very bothered by her. All right. Now, she says she wants to believe that Mackenzie really isn't a bad person. She says she's done her research and says that she wants to know if they are really dating. Like, if they're really dating for real and it's really serious, then why all the stalking? So she feels like, what it sounds like to me, Mackenzie may be stalking her page. I do believe that. I do believe that, y'all. I'm sorry. I do. Like, that's the ex-wife. I mean, the ex-fiance. That's the woman that he was with like less than 6 months ago. That's the woman who has 2 of his children. So, I mean, I'm sure, in the as much as Mackenzie tries to sit up there and downplay it, like she just good and all, got these funny facials and shit. Girl, she I think also, well, see, here's the thing. I think Mackenzie could potentially be just as pressed about Danny as Danny is about her. Mackenzie may just have a better way of hiding it. And she has a clown in Rashad validating things. And with Danny acting out, it makes it easier for him to paint her as a certain person and for Mackenzie to just go along. Because I'm sure Mackenzie thinks to herself sometimes, like, is she really like, could she be acting out for a reason? Like, could this be like a real thing as to why, she's acting? I'm sure she has those thoughts, but she lives in La La Land too. So let's keep going. All right. So Megan says Mackenzie really isn't that bad of a person. Like, y'all just really need to have this conversation at the end of the day. And Danny says that she wants to talk to her and says that her relationship was private. Like, the relationship that Rashad and Mackenzie was having was a bit private up until Mackenzie found out that Miss Danny was going to be coming to Orlando. Then all of a sudden, people start DMing her stuff. Okay. They've been caught out in Tulum and all these other places. Now she's starting to learn all of this tea now that she's coming to Orlando. So I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't trust Mackenzie 100%. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't. Because I feel like sometimes I feel like Mackenzie may have a point. Then I feel like Danny may have a point on some stuff sometimes. But I will not 100% all out go up for Danny and think that she is just 100% right in everything that she does. Okay, it looks like more people are with Mackenzie. People are leading with Mackenzie at this time. Okay. Cool. So what else happened? So Danny says this, yeah, she wants to talk to her or whatever. Megan thinks that, listen, I feel like that be lying to both of y'all. Girl, I'm just letting you know. And then Danny like, girl, you know how them niggas do, girl. They do be lying. So then what your call was like, Danny was like, she still loves him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still care about each other. They pretty much aren't done with each other, because they still of course, y'all been together 10 years. Y'all was engaged. Y'all got 2 kids. It's been less than a year. Absolutely, y'all still love each other. So Megan's like, but the question is, bitches, y'all still fucking. So y'all know when Danny got ready to take that sip of the drink, that pretty much told us what it is we need to know. And then she came out and confirmed and said, yeah, they have been and they will continue to. Danny, baby, you deserve better. You deserve better, girl. You deserve better, honey. Don't play yourself out like that, girl. Okay. She says they still love each other. We talked about that. Um, okay, yeah. So we're gonna get to another part of what she says about that relationship in a second. I need a new poll. What's wrong? What's the new poll I need, Trina? Yeah, I think Danny's very pretty. I think, for the most part, all of the ladies on the show are very pretty. I think they all look great. But she definitely deserved better playing on like, girl, and you know what's going on. Why are you making it's like a lot of stuff you making yourself upset when it comes to this man. Let's not and say we did. What else? So Lindsay FaceTimes her baby daddy. Y'all, when Lindsay FaceTime her baby daddy overseas. Oh, no, I'm lying. She didn't FaceTime him. He actually called her. He FaceTimed her. But I was wondering, is this him like returning her phone call? Because he's getting on the phone like he don't even want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, why did you call her back then? Maybe he just returning her phone call, but like it's giving he didn't even want to have a conversation with her. She tells him about the ultrasound and stuff like that. And then she talk about how she wants him to be there for the birth and stuff. And this man tells him he ain't rushing nothing. What? What do you mean? When they rush me to the hospital, your ass better be rushing to get there. Excuse me? What are you talking about? Because he's overseas, but I think she wants him to talk to the agent to let the agent know everything that's going on so he can like align his schedule and all of that when it comes to the basketball season or whatever. Right. But he just seemed so nonchalant on the call to me. And I just really didn't like how he was acting. I didn't like that at all. I said, I hope that he does like a surprise. I hope that what he's doing is antics. And his whole plan is to actually surprise her. Because you know how people do. They like to make it seem like they're going to disappoint you and then they pop up or whatever. So that's what I was hoping for because I was like, I don't like this energy that he's giving on the phone at all. So I'm like, he better surprise her at some point. Okay. So that was their situation. And we saw later in the episode where he did end up I ain't gonna say surprising her because we didn't see him surprise her, but we did see him return. We did see him return. Oh, and did y'all catch when she said, I can't see your face? Like, it's half of your face. Like, can you let the phone down so I can see your full face? And I'm like, exactly. That's the whole point of the FaceTime. I'm trying to see your face. Cause girl, I just knew she was gonna say, scan the room. Scan the room and show me who the hell there. Because I'm confused as to why you holding the phone the way that you holding it. But let me tell y'all, Lindsay's so in love with that man. And I'm not saying she shouldn't be. That's her husband. She carrying his child. You know what I'm saying? But girl, don't be Robin Dixon, bitch. Hello? Don't just be sitting over here excusing any kind of behavior, girl. Don't do that. Okay, then you go get tied the hell up, ma'am. Don't sit up there and just excuse it. You better say something, you know. But she was trying, I guess, like, not being combative type, attitude type. She was just expressing herself to him. But anywho, that's what was going on. He did end up showing up. She did say she doesn't mind him being overseas at all because they have a lot of family there. His family, her family. So she feels like they have a lot of support where she is. The only thing is she just doesn't want him to miss out on that opportunity of being there. When she gives birth, she thinks she's gonna lose her mind or something like if that happens. And I completely understand. Like, yeah, I think you should want him there for the birth. Like, absolutely. And I think that he should try with all his might to make sure that he's there for the birth of his child. Like, come on now. So I feel like she shouldn't have to say that more than one time. I really feel like she shouldn't have to say that at all. I think that should be a understood. I think that should be a given. But I don't know. I kind of feel bad for her. She's I don't know who she reminds me of, and I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, is it Lil Mo? Her facial. She remind me of somebody. She's too cute. And I think they make they're a cute little couple. I can't say great because I don't know a lot about them, but they make a cute couple. But my thing is him being detached because he's not actually there, right? It's a lot that goes on with pregnancy, and this man is all the way overseas. He doesn't like, it's just, are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Like, it's just I just, it's the detachment. I just think he might not, it don't seem like he gonna fully be there for real. And he might. I hope he is. But I'm like, girl, this your first child. You going through a lot physically with your body. It's making a lot of changes. You know what I'm saying? You could be potentially geriatric. I don't know how old you are. Don't know if you're high risk. Could be high risk or not. Not sure. You're having family members go to the doctor's appointment. It's like, does he at least schedule FaceTimes to be there so he can kind of feel like he's there? Because I know he got to provide for his family and stuff and do what he loves. But is he doing FaceTimes when you go to these ultrasounds? Like, how involved is he? Because the way he got on that phone and said that I'm not in a rush, like I ain't rushing it. No, you need to be rushing it. You need to be rushing it. Okay. Some people go in labor and don't make it out. Like, you need to be rushing it, sir. Yes, sir. So I don't know. It's something about the energy. I just hope that once she has the baby, the redhead girl. Once she has the baby, I just hope that he doesn't, he's not too detached or anything. So yeah. Anywho, I also wonder once she have the baby if she's gonna go overseas with him. That's another question too. But anywho, Milan then got her 13 and 17-year-old sister on the show. I'm not interested, high key. You done got you a piece of fame, so you want to give your sister and them some too, is what it seems like. Everybody has had a troubled life, so you want to kind of show them different. One of your little sisters, I feel like she not open to anything different. The 17-year-old, I think she gonna give you a run for your money, but we gonna see how that plays out for you, since you want to be a second mama to your sisters. We hope that works out for you, Milan. Good luck. Okay. Ashley and Nikki, they over there bonding because they both lost somebody to cancer. Ashley is trying to work on a wig that she wants to donate to an organization, I believe, that's in her same building or something. She lost her mom to cancer. Nikki lost her sister to cancer. And those two ladies are over there making some type of connection. So this is going to be real interesting because Ashley don't seem to be that bad of a person to the folks she's coming across, right? So how is that going to work with you, Morgan? Because you're the one that was doing that big talk saying that you're not going to be cool with nobody that's cool with Ashley. So how is it going to work? Where do you and Nikki stand today? That's what I want to know. Can we get to the reunion? Where do y'all stand today? Because Nikki was the first one to say that y'all was a bully before anybody said anything. Okay, that's one. And then two, she over here getting close with the woman that you said had women around your husband. Girl, we gonna see how that play out for you. Okay. Now, did y'all see how they tried to Nikki tried to slide in there, her grieving her sister? And I can't tell her that, it's not that. I'm not in that lady body for real to know. But she says she's just been eating that's her way of dealing with stuff. And I'm like, I guess, because I feel like you're trying to create sympathy around this, Miss Nick girl. I think you're trying to get the people to feel sorry for you. That might be an issue that you do deal with, but I feel like that might be something you trying to get us to feel bad for you about, but you stay putting your body and stuff all on social media. So which one is it? Are you proud of it or you not? Okay. Or are you just not proud of the back of it when Milan hit your ass with it? While you over there trying to talk about that lady talking about some damn Oompa Loompa. And when you said Oompa Loompa, I know you was talking about their booty because that's what it was giving. Okay. It was giving a little oompa de doo or whatever. It was giving a little oompa loompa for sure because it was giving oompa lumpy because it did not look right. And I feel like that's what you was referring to when she got you back. So you're not finna sit up there and cry and make me feel bad when you stay putting that body on display. But let's keep going. Danny and Mackenzie links up. And Mackenzie, lets us know that she took her ring off in March. Now, I do have deeper questions. You took your ring off in March. Was the relationship actually over in March, or did it end sooner? Possibly. And you just happened to not come to terms with it and the reality of it, and you just waited till March to take it off. IDK. But if she says she took it off in March, then I want to believe that maybe they broke up in March. Okay. She says that Mackenzie, no, I'm sorry, not Mackenzie, but Danny took her ring off in March, is who we're talking about. Mackenzie says that she started, no, Mackenzie didn't say this. Danny says that Mackenzie started dating Rashad in February. So that means that it could have been potentially a whole month or so that you were still with this man, even though y'all were on the outs, and he started messing with Mackenzie, therefore making Mackenzie a side chick. Unknowingly, she became a side chick. The same thing with Neek. It was the same thing with Neek. Neek about didn't know that they was messing around or anything like that. You know, she only went off of what he told her. And it's so ironic because now karma has hit you and you're in the same exact situation that Neek was in. And now you don't want nobody to put that label on you of you being a side chick, but you were so ready to put it on Neek. Make it make sense. Okay. So Danny tells Mackenzie it's hard to sit in front of the woman that's messing with her baby daddy. She says that Rashad did not want to be in a he wanted to be in a non-monogamous relationship. Basically, he wanted to be with her and other women too. And she was like, absolutely not. I don't want that. And I'm like, if you didn't want that and you don't want that, why are you still upset? And if you didn't want that and don't want that, why are you not realizing that that's what you're doing right now? Because it is. That's exactly what you're doing right now. You still smashing on this man while he's smashing on you, and then turning around smashing on Danny. And here's the gag. Y'all over there talking to each other, got this whole conversation and don't even know it's a whole nother bitch somewhere else. That's the thing for me. Y'all worried about each other, and it's the other girl over there laughing at you, because I guarantee you it's not just y'all two. Foolishness. Foolishness, girl. It's not just y'all. It's somebody else around the corner. What else? Talking about something she ain't like that. She ain't want to be in a non-monogamous. Girl, it seems like you do, because that's what you're doing right now. Hello. Anyway, so Mackenzie says, no, Danny was like, I feel like you was the side chick because of how we broke up or whatever. And he's also been a proven liar to myself and to you. Am I right? And Mackenzie said, girl, no, not to me. That's not true, because when I met him, all he ever told me was that he was single. So I don't know what to tell you. And all that motherfucking side chick talk, girl, that's gonna have to die down. Like, you gonna have to kill that noise like real quick, like, because I ain't nobody motherfucking side chick. And I just want to let you know real quick, y'all. When I tell y'all Mackenzie pissed me off so bad in that scene, I wanted it was just the facials for me. It was the facial reactions. It was the wanting to laugh in her face so bad. Like, I couldn't take Mackenzie. I was like, if she takes this whole drink and throw it on this bitch, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad at all, because Mackenzie irritated me with the facials. And you look so stupid because you're a woman that's eating up and believing everything that this man is telling you without having any single mind for yourself. Girl, it's so many Robins, I can't take it. But anywho, not having your own mind, girl, to think, let me look into this a little bit more. Let me check this out a little bit more. Anywho, Mackenzie over there trying to flex about, because I believe that Danny mentioned him not being in Orlando or whatever. And Mackenzie was like, I just already saw him. Like, I mean, I dropped him off at the airport this morning or something, or yesterday morning or whatever. And I said, see, you tried to take a shot. You tried to take a dig. You tried to be like, yeah, he was with me the other day. He was with me. And Danny was like, oh, girl, I know, because he brought my kids to me. And if you think he just brings his kids to her and that's it, girl, you foolish. I feel like he bring his kids to her, and then they probably go over there and do what it is that they want to do. Period. What else? What else ended up happening? Mackenzie says that she didn't know about her, then says that she searched to see if they had any signs. Okay. So Mackenzie says that I was so glad when Mackenzie got clocked. Because first of all, I wasn't believing shit Mackenzie was saying when she was like, she didn't know about Danny. Well, this is what blew it up for me. When you said that y'all are from the same hometown, he lives up the street from you. When you're getting involved with a person, you're gonna be doing a lot of research. Like you did know about this girl, and you sitting over here lying, saying that you knew nothing. Now more and more is coming out about your lying ass. Okay, more is coming out about you, and what we're learning is that you did go to her page. You was stalking her page. You were trying to see if there were any signs of him and her together or whatever. That's what you were looking for. So when Danny said that's what you was doing, you tried to say you weren't doing it. But now you're confirming that you were? Yeah. Mackenzie, you want so bad to not be the side chick. And it's given you might have just been that. Because you about haven't met his family and probably won't even meet his family. And you give side chick ass, he probably not gonna be bringing you around like that. Yeah, he'll take you on trips and all of that, but it's only so far he gonna take you. It's only so far he gonna take you, girl. I feel like you were the side chick. She says they weren't in a relationship. This is what Mackenzie is telling Danny. Y'all wasn't in a relationship. Y'all weren't together. If y'all were, you will be living in Minnesota with him and da 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 and stuff. Then says you won't be calling him all the time about him paying your rent. And it was killing me softly because I was like, Mackenzie, this is probably the very thing that you do with Dwayne. Miss, I'ma live 3 doors down from my fucking baby daddy, bitch. Okay, and then talking about somehow you did that to make it more convenient for the kids so he could see the kids. He gonna see the kids in either way. He'll get there. He got a car. He gonna see them kids either way. Y'all gonna make it convenient. You ain't have to live 3 doors down from him. You did that with the intent of possibly getting your NIGGA back. But now you seeing just how strong he and Neek are, and you ain't coming back in. So you ain't have no choice but to go out there and try and find his equal or better. So you went and found Rashad. Is what you did. Anywho. And I just didn't like how she tried to pull that card and try to throw that up in that lady face like you be calling him, blowing him up about when he gonna pay your rent. I'm sure she ain't gotta blow him up about a goddamn thing about that. He probably gonna do that anyway. That's probably gonna be a given. Period. But anywho, I just feel like Mackenzie, girl, this is your karma for how you tried to do Neek, and that's just where we at. So Mackenzie says that she wants to have grace for Danny, but she never gives her a chance. Okay. But you don't be want to have no grace for her. You just don't be want no issues. Mackenzie then says that she can't wait to call him, y'all, and laugh with him about his baby mama. This is where I wanted some juice to go on her, some wine to go on her. It is showing that, or she's trying to come off like they have a stronger connection than what they really have. Like, yeah, we be sitting up here talking about you, da 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 da. But ma'am, if he sits on the phone with you, spending most of his time talking about the other woman, that's really where his heart is at, and he can't necessarily be there because she doesn't want what it is that he wants as far as the non-monogamous relationship. And why would you spend most of the time that you're supposed to be spending with a man that's supposed to be about you talking about his ex fiance? You stupidest girl. You so dumb. That's why y'all ain't together now. That's why you ain't even with the man. But anyway, okay. What else? Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is if you think that you could sit on the phone with this man and hee hee ha ha and laugh with him about his baby mama, don't you got to know that he sits on the phone with his ex-fiance laughing possibly with your dumb ass? I mean, with her about your dumb ass? And he constantly downplays the relationship that he has with you, which is why Danny is still trying to figure out how serious are y'all, because what he's telling me is not, the same as whatever you over here thinking. So yeah. What else? So Lindsay. Okay, we already talked about Lindsay. Megan and her mama. Let's get to Megan and her mama. Whew. Y'all gotta let me know. That's Jaden's sister, Loki. Who is Jaden? Who is Jaden Alexis? I don't know them folks. And he definitely playing both of them. He got both of them looking a fool. And he does excuse me, he does need to be on the next episode. I think he is gonna be on there, ain't he? I think he is gonna be on the next episode, but he gonna be over there with Mackenzie. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. But let's talk about Megan and her mom real quick. Oh, that is Blueface fiance. Mackenzie is a Stewie Jr. Oh my. Yes, it is giving Stewie Jr. And them facials she was making, and then that girl asked her, "Have you been around my kids?" When she asked her, "Have you been around my kids?" and this bitch just smiled, it was the facials alone that I just felt like either douse this girl with the wine or just get up off the table and walk off, because she's too much. She's ignorant. I mean, both of y'all have y'all level of ignorance. Let's not get it twisted, okay? But she was definitely doing more agitating for me, and I was like, I can't take it. But anywho, she's lame. Megan and her mama, let's talk about them. So, what we know about Megan is that she was raised by her grandparents. Okay. I guess her mom was really young. The parents felt like she couldn't raise this girl on her own. So, they decided to take the daughter in and raise her as theirs. Okay. Life went on. Megan's mom had more children, and she never went back to get Megan. She only took care of the kids that she had. Megan says she does not fault her for giving her up at all. She faults her for not returning. That is what she fought her mom for, right? So she tells her mom that she wasn't there for her like she needed her to be. And her mom says that's true. She says, I can take accountability, but I can't take full accountability for that. She says, listen, I did the best that I had with what I had. Okay. Um, and then her mom says, one thing that you do is, now that you've gotten bigger on these different platforms, you like to go around speaking on us and speaking down on us. Okay. Well, one, I feel like that's her experience. Okay. That's how she experienced y'all. And whether those were your intentions of how you chose, like whether you chose to treat her like that or not, you have to honor, in my opinion, that that's her experience of y'all. And the only thing that you can do is apologize for anything you may have done and work on moving forward and doing better. Right? When her mom said that she could not take full accountability for everything, I didn't quite understand what she really meant by that. And I'm going to tell y'all what I was wondering. I question, when she gave her daughter up, if her parents felt like she could not take care of Megan then, later on in life, could she have possibly tried to get the girl back? And her family could have potentially said a few things. One, you're still not at that place you need to be to have her. Or two, no, she's good. You're going to disrupt her life, taking her out and changing this, that, and the other. So that's why I wonder if that's why she's saying she can't take full accountability, because I could also see that happening to where she did want her daughter, but her parents won't let her get her daughter back. But they're also not telling that part of the story. They're allowing her to believe that her mom never came back for her. So I don't know if that's what it is, but that was a question that came to my mind of, could that be a possibility? If none of those are a possibility, then I feel like you were whack as hell for that. And you should have made room and made space, because that's what a mama gonna do. She gonna get it together and she gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna get all your kids because she didn't ask to be here. Right? But I will say, I was wondering. I'm like, you don't want to take full accountability. You are taking some, because then Megan said, I need you to take some. And the mama said, hello, I am taking some. Okay. So then that also made me think, like, Megan, I don't know, Megan, you need your own therapy. You need your own healing. You need your own healing, because she literally did sit up there and say that she was trying to take some accountability. That's literally what she said. And that's all that you asked her for. And that's what she was trying to give you. So, and Megan, what I also noticed, another reason why I think that you need to have somebody else that you need to talk to outside of your man, you don't know how to articulate your feelings. you really struggled with that. You got emotional with that. You cried. And it's just interesting because you be trying to be all up in other folks' business on your podcast and break stuff down and do this and that. And you just gotta, you gotta go and you gotta do that work on yourself too. And I think your mom might have something, not might, I'm sure your mom has some things she needs to work through as well. I don't think that the relationship will never be what it could never be anything better. I think they can get to that place. But mama, you can't sit up there and think that you're going to not be who you need to be to me, and then think you could just call me when P Diddy is having a event and think I'm gonna give you tickets. You're out your rabbit headed ass mind. Okay. But then I also question Megan. Was this something you've done for your mother in the past? Thinking that you needed to do these things to get some type of love from her, some type of affection or something from her, like, let me do this for her, let me give her free tickets to this or that, or let me give her access to this, and then maybe she'll, are you yearning for something from her, which is the reason why she feels so comfortable to approach you on something like that? I'm glad you cut that out if that was true. But I do wonder about that accountability thing. She took some of it, but I'm wondering, when it came down to the parents, were they not willing to get that girl back? Possibly. But she just got to go do that work, and do that work for yourself, not for your mom. Like, do that for you. If you're going to have some kids and stuff like that, do that for you, for sure. And hopefully her moms get the work too that she needs. What else? Her mom says that they have to respect one another. Okay, I think that's true. Y'all have to respect one another for them to get things together. Okay, because Megan was like, what can we do to get, do better or whatever? She says, well, one of the things we got to do is respect each other. And that's very true. I feel like respecting is also accepting, in my opinion, her experiences from childhood that you were not there for, and that you helped create, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Create who she is, in a sense, because of your absence. So you have to respect when she tells you certain things. You may not like that she is on the podcast talking down on y'all as a fan, but girl, that's how she felt. That was her experience. You have to respect her experience, in my opinion. You didn't live that. She did, from her perspective. Her mom says that she feels sorry for her because when the cameras go down, she's gonna be in the dark. And she didn't let her mama finish. She gets up and leaves. Y'all can be mad, but I agree with the mama on that part. I think that Megan might at times potentially put up a facade, and then when the cameras go down, she's probably depressed as hell. I feel like a lot of people in the limelight do that. Megan just dropped a song about that shit. And I was like, yep, you ain't lying. That's why she got up and she left, because she couldn't face that. That's reality. Like, girl, I'm dealing with a dark moment now. But mama, ma'am, I need you to understand that you have likely contributed to that. So you can feel sorry for her all day. But what are you going to do anything to help her through that outside of, just to respect? What actions? What are you going to do to help her through that? Because you do know that your absence is a part of her being in that dark space. So, girl, that's on you. Like, the mama wasn't lying, though. Her mama wasn't lying, but girl, you contributed to it. So that's just where y'all at with it. I hope she has another conversation with her mama. I hope this isn't going to be the last conversation we see Megan have with her mom, but I do hope that she has another one, and I hope that conversation is a bit better. Because it's gonna be some steps. It's gonna be some little steps. Because I could just see. I ain't gonna say Megan is triggered, but triggered, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's a very sensitive spot for her. So yeah, hopefully they can work on that for sure. Mackenzie has a party for her daughter Chanel. I think that's the baby's name. The ladies are there. You got Mackenzie, Milan, Ashley there. They start talking about Danny. Mackenzie hates that Danny name is being brought up or whatever, girl. Megan, first of all, Milan's not over what Danny did. I want Milan to get over it, girl. Like, get over it. Get over it, girl. I know she punched you. It was in the heat of the moment at the time. How would you feel if Morgan was mad at you for even jumping up in the middle of the situation when she, was really having an issue with Nick at the time? So it's like, girl, let's move on, girl. You ain't got nothing else going on but them sisters. So Megan, Danny, and Morgan. So Danny tells them about linking up with Mackenzie, and she says that Rashad is over there denying the relationship as we all expected. Okay, so we'll see how that's gonna play out because he gonna end up being on the show. She then talks to them about Mackenzie being in her feelings or whatever, and Morgan says, "F Mackenzie, F that bitch." And then she says it's Mackenzie's. Not Mackenzie. She says F Milan. Sorry. So Danny tells them about Milan being in her feelings because she got hit. Morgan says F Milan. And then she says that it's Milan's fault that she got into it with Neek. And I'm just like, girl, what? She said because Milan was trying to prevent the truth from coming out. And I said, girl, that's so ass backwards. That's backwards. I don't think they were trying to prevent anything, but I would like to know now that you do have the truth, ma'am, what are your thoughts? Because it came from Nikki. Nikki called y'all bullies. Now what? Okay. So that was pretty much the episode of Basketball Wives Orlando. I mean, it wasn't a bad episode. I think it was pretty cool. I think it was good. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Let me see what you guys comments are saying, and then I'm gonna hop off. Megan mom is awful. I am watching it now. How she left her with her granny, never came back, and only want to beg Megan for money and handouts. I feel sorry for Megan, for real, for real. Gotcha. The verdict is still out. I do, part of me does feel sorry for Megan, but I don't have all of the particulars because, for me, my thoughts started to question, could it be that she tried to get her back, but the parents wouldn't let her get her back? I think that's a possibility. But if that did not happen and she just literally didn't come back for her, I'm with you on that. Definitely awful. Oh, that's what you were saying, Trina. Trina was like, I don't agree with neither one of them. You don't agree with neither one of them, so the poll should have been neither. Okay, I needed to add another section at the bottom. Gotcha. I gotcha. I need Danielle to get over it. I predict her doing this to all the girls Raymond, you mean Rashad deals with. She gonna stay in the cycle, honey. You know what? I'm so glad I read that, Kimante, because there was something else I wanted to show y'all, and this is a post from, let me refresh. I might have to go to her page. No. It's right here. It's right here. Okay. So let me show y'all this because what's her name? Danny actually came out with a statement, y'all. So you see, this is her going back and forth with Mackenzie. Mackenzie says, I stayed calm, cool, and collected for a long time. Danny was calling me all types of crazy things, / names on and off camera. She had a lot to say when I was leaving that sit down. So yeah, I gave her that same energy back. You can only pick at someone for so long. So I feel like she's saying this this is what Mackenzie is saying to defend herself from calling that woman ratchet and then turning around and calling her ugly. She doesn't want that backlash. So she's saying that, that's why I gave her the same energy that she gave me. So when she was saying stuff, I was saying stuff back, and that's just where we at. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But this is what Danny had to say, y'all. Danny came to social media with this post, and she says, vulnerability post. As much as I thought I was ready, I wasn't. She says, I showed up exactly how I felt, heartbroken. Lies continue to be the root and cause of a lot of confusion for all parties. I have completely removed myself from the triangle my ex-partner created. This is interesting that she came up with this vulnerability post because on Twitter not too long ago, I feel like on Monday night, she was like reposting and commenting and saying some, so it's just funny. She had a come to Jesus moment. So this makes me question, are there going to be more crazy scenes that we're going to see come from Danny, and she's trying to get ahead of it by putting out this particular post? Right? But let's keep going. She says accountability is key. I was devastated, hurt, upset, and didn't even realize it until I watched myself on TV. Woo, probably not the best place to heal. Now, Danny, you've been watching this. This show been on about 5 episodes, girl. Okay, I feel like this may be your third one, maybe fourth. Girl, by the second one, really the first one, we knew you was doing too much. You could have been came out with this statement, but let's keep going, girl. Okay. She says, I deserve better. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. She says, my babies, Carter and Kia and Carter and Kari deserve a happy mom. And those around me shouldn't have to suffer while I go through my process. As I'm adjusting to my new normal, the new me, and being a single mother, I'm going to step away from social media to reflect and focus on my healing journey. I hope that you do that. Now, I'm not saying you should leave the show though. Like, don't step all the way back and be like, I'm not going to do the show anymore. I think you should continue to do the show. I just think that you should create whatever your own storyline is going to be. And if you could well, you ain't got to worry about Mackenzie no more because Mackenzie and Rashad ain't even together, you know? So, yeah, you don't have to really worry about that. So don't leave the show. But yeah, take a step back from social media, get your mind right or whatever. She says, I also understand I represent more than just myself and the Basketball Wives franchise. Black women are already under a microscope, and I want to represent us well. So with that, I'm letting go of what was, what I fought for and sacrificed for all my 20s. I value myself, my body, and my heart much more. I can finally release the pain, and I'm leaning into love, self-love. Okay. She says, I plan to turn my pain into purpose and my L's into lessons. Danny. Okay. So that's what she said, girl. That is what that's what she said. She said it. So now she tired. She tired of dealing with the FS, honey. And y'all also know Rashad coming on the next episode. So maybe that's going to hit real for her too. That this whole time that man probably was seriously in a relationship or something with that girl. Who knows? I don't know. But it does seem like she's just trying to get ahead of something to me. Am I tripping? I don't know, I just feel like she's trying to get ahead of something. Because we've been watching you act a fool for a few episodes now. Every time you talk, you bring it up Danny. So that's what it's giving. She about to repeat this during her falling out with Morgan. See? Yeah, I did hear she gonna have a falling out with Morgan. I don't fully believe her because so many reality stars post things like this and come back on the same BS the next season. We will see. Hello, Erica Mina. Okay. And she done came back and then girl, and now she completely out for a limited time only. So yeah. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I just wanted to get into that with y'all real quick and let y'all know what was being said or whatnot. But I am about to go ahead and hop off. I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for this live 200 plus people. Please make sure that you guys are liking up the video. Subscribing to the channel if you have yet to do so. I don't know if I'm going to talk about the Carlos King interview with Royce. I was watching it before we did this, before I started going live. She didn't really talk about much, but a bunch of Basketball Wives stuff. And at the very end was when she started to talk about her relationship with Dwight. Now, if she gives us more in the next part 2, then I might talk about it if she gives me more. But this episode was just a bunch of Basketball Wives stuff that I didn't care about, and her reminiscing about when she used to be that girl back in the day or something. Like I didn't really care about that. Sometimes I do feel like Royce lives in the past at times of like, I can't explain it. Like it's like she lives in the past with like a person that can't let go of like winning the national championship in high school or some shit. Like that's kind of like they constantly always talk about it, even though they damn near 40 years old, 40 something. It's like, okay, what else going on? What else? Okay, let's talk about something else, girl. So yeah, I want to talk about your past that kind of still connects to your present. So yeah, we'll see. If she talks about more, I will likely discuss it. But that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night. Bye.